Welcome, seekers of truth. Today I share with you an illustration about the foundation upon which we build our lives. Listen carefully, for this parable reveals why some flourish, while others wither when trials come. There was a farmer who owned vast lands. Each spring, he would walk his fields with a large sack of seeds, scattering them generously across the soil. One particular morning, as the sun rose over the hills, the farmer set out with his finest wheat seeds. As he walked, he scattered them across two very different portions of his land. The first area looked promising at first glance. The soil appeared smooth and ready, but beneath the surface lay solid rock, covered only by a thin layer of earth. The farmer scattered his seeds there generously. The second area was quite different. This soil had been carefully prepared over many seasons. The farmer had broken up the hard ground, removed stones, added nutrients, and turned the earth deeply. It looked darker, richer, more receptive. Within days, something remarkable happened. The seeds on the rocky ground sprouted first. They pushed through that thin layer of soil with impressive speed. Their green shoots appeared bright and vigorous, standing tall and proud. Neighbors passing by would comment on how quickly they had grown. But the seeds in the deep, prepared soil took longer to appear. They seemed to lag behind, their progress slow and unremarkable. Then the summer sun arrived with its full intensity. Day after day, the heat beat down upon the fields without mercy. The young plants on the rocky soil began to struggle. Their roots had spread horizontally through that shallow layer of earth, but when they tried to push deeper, they hit solid rock. There was nowhere for them to go, no way to reach the moisture and nutrients hidden below. As the heat intensified, these plants began to wilt. Their leaves, once so green and promising, turned yellow, then brown. Within weeks, they had completely withered away. All that early promise amounted to nothing. The field that had looked so successful now stood barren and dead, but something entirely different was happening in the prepared soil. Those plants that had started slowly were now thriving. While their neighbors withered, they stood strong and green. The secret was beneath the surface, invisible to casual observers. Their roots had pushed deep into that rich earth, spreading wide and anchoring firmly. When the scorching sun came, these roots drew water from deep underground reserves. When strong winds blew across the fields, these plants bent but did not break, held secure by their extensive root systems. As autumn approached, the contrast became even more dramatic. The rocky soil stood completely empty, but the deep soil had produced a magnificent harvest. Each stalk stood heavy with grain, their heads bowed under the weight of abundant seeds. The farmer walked through this portion of his field with joy, gathering basket after basket of wheat. From the same seeds, scattered by the same hand, on the same day, came two completely different outcomes. The difference was not in the seeds themselves, nor in the farmer's generosity. The difference was entirely in the soil, in the foundation that received them. Now consider this question. When the word of truth comes to you, what kind of soil does it find? Some hearts are like that rocky ground. They hear truth and receive it with immediate enthusiasm. They experience powerful emotions, make bold declarations, and seem to transform overnight. But beneath that surface response lies hard, unyielded ground. When difficulty comes, when following truth requires sacrifice, these surface conversions quickly wither. The emotions fade, the declarations are forgotten, and they return to their former ways. But other hearts are like the prepared soil. They may not show dramatic immediate changes. Their response might seem slow, unremarkable to others, but they have allowed truth to work deeply within them. They have permitted it to break up hardness, remove obstacles, and penetrate to the very foundation of their being. When trials come to these souls, they do not collapse. Their faith, rooted deeply in genuine transformation, draws strength from reserves others cannot see. They weather storms that destroy superficial believers, and in time, their lives produce abundant fruit. The depth of your roots determines the height of your growth. Prepare the soil of your heart. Let truth penetrate deeply even when the process is uncomfortable, for only what is deeply rooted can stand when the heat comes, and only what endures will produce a harvest worth gathering.